What is up, guys? So as you can tell by this video, just gonna make a quick one. Doing a resolution. Usually I'm not the type of guy that likes to do resolutions, but I think for this it's important. So I just want to go over a couple things that I, and I'm sure Chris would like to as well, like to accomplish over this year. So number one, $10,000 subscribers. By the end of this year, or by the time by a year for us, which would be, I believe, October or November, I would like to hit 10,000 subscribers. Now, might seem a little bit ambitious, but I think that it's definitely attainable if we apply ourselves and we just keep the content that we have now coming and coming strong. The next one is a little bit more personal. Start the Honda build. So a couple videos ago, you saw me buy a 1996 Honda Civic hatchback, and you have yet to hear anything about it, except that I bought parts in one of the other videos. Now, pretty much the main problem with actually starting the Honda build is the fact that we need a space to do it, because the plan is initially to actually gut the car and start from scratch. So that's not something you can just do in, a little small garage setting, or, like a backyard or anything, especially in the wintertime. So I guess this kind of leads to number 3. Get a dedicated garage with a lift. Now, I know our name is NoLiftGarage, and partially that was because A, we don't have a lift, but also I think it's more of just like a term that people use in terms of throttle response, and that means lifting or not. So not lifting means like gas down, pedal to the metal, in my opinion. So no lift, no problem, but in this case, it is a problem. We need a lift. To be able to do most of the things we want to do, especially with limited amount of space, and sometimes the weather conditions year-round are not always favorable in terms of either extreme heat or extreme cold. It makes it difficult. So having a dedicated garage space where we can work on not just me and Chris's cars, but our friends' cars as well, would definitely help us. And it's just a great way to be able to store all our cars, as you've seen. Number 4, finish the M4. So I know you're thinking, how are you gonna be able to finish a whole car in a year, especially an M4, which has crazy expensive parts? Answer's simple. I don't have a lot that I actually really wanna do to the car. I think that is a great platform, and I think that for my applications with the car, I don't really need to surpass in terms of horsepower a certain number, and they're very easily achievable with not that many mods. So most of the stuff that I actually want is cosmetic. Some of it is functionality and definitely performance. But the amount of things I need and want are actually minimal and small in number. So in the long run, I think it's actually achievable that I finish the M4. Number 5. I think that this one speaks for Chris for sure, and definitely for me, and definitely for Steven. More track time. So I have never been to a track or raced on a circuit or course or autocross at all yet, except for Monticello, which is actually not driving my car, and it's very limited. And I looked up because Steve was giving me the eye like, boy, you've been to a track before. But so yeah, pretty much track time and a track experience. I personally haven't been to a track. I personally haven't, besides Monticello. So with my own cars is basically what I'm saying. So while it was nice to drive the Porsche on track, I want to be able to, seat my car on these tracks as well. Or my cars, actually, because the Honda is going to be a dedicated track car. So definitely want to get to more autocross events. Definitely want to get to more circuits if we can. Maybe a drag strip or two in the future, who knows. But definitely increase my experience and overall knowledge and ability, and actually, get to the track this summer and spring. 6. Get to more events. Now, in the past year, 2 years, I actually haven't been going to as many events as I used to when I first got into cars. That's due to many different factors: school, work, time issues, etc. But before, I went to a lot of events, First Class Fitment, we traveled to New Jersey, and other states and things for all kinds of events. So I want to continue to do that. And I think starting off in Monticello earlier this year, later last year, was definitely a good start. So just hope to get to more events, meet more people, see more cars and builds and everything, and just really get back into car culture. And I think that speaks volumes for all three of us, Steve, Chris, and myself. And so yeah, hopefully we can achieve that. So as of right now, I would say that's all I really have to say in terms of what I would hope to accomplish this year. I'm sure there'll be more, and maybe we'll update this list as we go on. But for now, those are the top 5 things. 10,000 subscribers. I really hope we can start getting a lot more, because we got a lot more content that we're going to be putting out. Start the Honda builds. That'll probably be a little bit, later in the year, probably spring, when it's nicer out. We can actually start, getting the parts out, because it's a little too cold to just be out and, really gutting the car. And then 3, getting a lift. Hopefully we can get that sooner than later. And an actual dedicated garage space. We've been actually looking at a few places that are relatively inexpensive in the long run per year. So maybe we can acquire that. That'd be awesome. Finish the M4. I'm already working on that. I just ordered some parts actually. So hopefully they'll be here shortly. And 5, track time and experience. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know any things you want to accomplish this year in terms of the car build, or that you're working on, or just cars in general, or whatever you think you might want to share with us. We're willing to listen. Thank you, and have a great one.